Astrologers predict the winner. Will it work for Ranil? Opinion polls bring back memories of Mangala. A much-awaited opinion poll is out. Sajith claims conspiracy against him by Ranil and AKD. Ranil accepts AKD's challenge. Sagala shines on final day.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Astrologers predict the winner. Campaigning for the presidential polls should end by midnight today. Both Ranil Wickremesinghe and Sajith Premadasa are having their final rallies in Colombo, while AKD has his in Nugagoda and Namal in Piliandala. After midnight comes the silent period, so the Leader TV will abide by Election Commission directives until such time the results are released. As usual, various characters are predicting the election's outcome. It will be Sajith's to win, says Sumanadasa Abegunawardena, Mahinda's royal astrologer. He has now come out of years of hibernation courtesy several YouTube channels, coordinated by a senior journalist loyal to Namal Rajapaksa. Abegunawardena says victory is certain for Sajith, who was born on a very lucky day in January 1967. When questioned as to how that is possible, with the NPP having an unprecedented wave of support, his reply was thus, "I won't say much about that. People may not believe what I say today, but early in the morning following the election day, they will say my predictions still work." He has a very powerful Raja Yoga called Gajakeshari, he said. Indika Tottawate, speaking to Truth with Chamuditha, says that Anura Kumara Disanayake will win big. Roshan Chanaka Tisara hints that Sajith will be the next president. Nevertheless, almost all these astrologers admit that fortune favours Ranil too. Ranil's social media team shared posts that several Indian soothsayers have predicted a win for him. Anyway, some of the astrologers will have to find a place to hide once the results are out. Remember how Abegunawardena was among such in the past. In the meantime, pollsters are coming out with opinion polls almost on a daily basis. Gaminia Tukarale and Lalith Athulath Mudali were the first to use opinion polls at national elections. Wikrama Weerasurya undertook the project on their behalf. Thereafter, Ranil has also been using them. Charitha Ratwata, Mahinda Haradasa and Malik Samarawikrama looked after that aspect for him. Mangala Samarawira made the best use of opinion polls. It was coordinated via Mano Titawela and Krishantha Kuure. After him, it was Basil Rajapaksa, who relied heavily on political surveys. Opinion polls became a professional task once Harsha De Silva, Janaki Kurupu, Athik Marikar and Mahen Mutia got involved. Their clientele included Chandrika, Mangala and Basil. Sajith's senior advisor Lakshman Fonseca has been receiving monthly opinion poll results from several sources. The reports are issued as confidential documents. Mangala and Chandrika had faith in opinion surveys, but kept them secret, because the results tend to change on a daily basis. But a website supportive of Sajith has released an opinion poll, along with the name of the pollster. That made the institution very angry, mainly because what has been published is a distorted version. Anyway, even some without any experience have been issuing opinion polls. Certain Indian media were hoodwinked by them. Those who predicted a few months ago that AKD would win said in late August that Sajith is the favourite. Now, they see a big rise for Ranil, and some of them held a press briefing and predicted a win for him. In the past few days, more than 15 opinion polls were published on social media. Some predicted a win for Ranil, while several others said it was AKD and Sajith. This has made the situation rather confusing. How can one result differ from the other if they actually are done among the people of Sri Lanka? So, it is said that fake pollsters will have to find a place to hide after the 22nd of this month. While the election chief has prohibited opinion polls, YouTube, X and Facebook continue to release the such. He has so far received around 400 complaints of election law violations committed on social media. More than 100 of them have already been removed, voting it a task up to the voters. They shouldn't be influenced by such predictions, he says. Nevertheless, a majority has already decided whom to vote for. Only between 5 to 10% remain undecided. Those who have faith in Ranil to deliver the remainder after having revived the economy will vote for him. The votes of those who see Sajith to be the friend of the poor will go to him. Those wanting a system change after 75 years will vote for AKD, and those who worship Mahinda will vote for his son Namal. It is that simple. The only difference is that the votes will revolve around 4 candidates instead of the 2 on all previous occasions. The result can be seen on the 22nd. It will decide the fate of 22 million people. Sajith claims conspiracy against him by Ranil and AKD. In the meantime, conspiracy theories are making their appearance too. Sajith says Ranil and AKD are conspiring to defeat him. For his part, AKD attacks both Ranil and Sajith together. But Ranil says he has an opponent in AKD only. The MPP leader has become a notable opposition rival due to Sajith's weaknesses, says Ranil, adding that a vote for Sajith is a vote for AKD. Ranil also says he is prepared to face AKD in a debate as suggested by the latter. Although campaigning is now almost over, he told a rally in Wellawaya that he and AKD being the main contenders, debates with others will be meaningless. Reacting to him, AKD said in Anamadua that instead of saying things here and there, Ranil should face him off directly. Since the election was announced, much was said about debates among the candidates, but all avoided it like the plague. Now even critics admit that with Sajith dropped off, the contest has become a tight one between Ranil and AKD. Crossovers have been a key feature during the campaign. Everybody kept close tabs on who was going to switch sides. Lucky vowed to lure some government big shots to Sajith's stage in the final days, but nothing of the sort has happened yet. In the meantime, Sagala Ratnayake, Wajira Abewardena, and Ravi Karunanayake have been busy discussing things with those who are willing to strengthen Ranil's hands. Just 2 days ago, Ranil saw TNA lawmaker Charles Nirmalanathan at his home. Today, parliamentarian Vino Noharatha Lingam held a media briefing at the Flower Road campaign office and extended support to the president. It is learnt that Sagala was behind both moves. That's how he does things, going about doing his bit without much ado.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.